What happened has happened, and it's there written. You can't come and through social media, but that's one terrorist organization, social media. Social media is a terrorist organization. What they do, what they put somebody in his comfort room and formulate stories, and you will swear that is true. So, social media is a terrorist organization that we must deal with. Security agencies must deal with this terrorist organization called social media. So we're not happy with what's been happening either on the plateau or other places.
At this point, the Sultan of Sokoto need to tell Nigerians who owns Nigerians. How can the Sultan of Sokoto send an ultimatum to the president that nobody has the monopoly to divide Nigeria? What kind of utterances is that? That the unity of Nigeria is sacrosanct. Begging President Tinubu not to divide Nigerians. And now the S-men are going about killing people, buying people in their numbers. Yet the Sultan of Sokoto does not have the monopoly or the rights to whatsoever to tell the president that the unity of Nigeria is sacrosanct. Rather, he should channel his energy to stop his people from buying innocent Nigerians. Nigerians have been butchered, have been slaughtered on daily basis, and yet the Sultan of Sokoto has refused to speak. And now he has warned nnamdikanu to drop the agitation. Who does the Sultan of Sokoto is? And anyone supporting the unity of Nigeria needs to have itself checked. You are there outside supporting the unity of this Nigeria. What has Nigeria done for me and you? What has the country done for me to support the unity of one Nigeria? So at this point, I don't care anyhow the country wants to organize. The main point is that the country needs to be organized so that everybody can go their separate ways. The Fulanis have become too powerful that the senators, the governor, and even the president cannot call them to order. From weeks ago, the president elevated the status of two prominent treasury rulers in Nigeria. First is the Sultan of Sokoto, and second is the Ooni of Ife. I am sure that even to the elevation of Ooni of Ife, the president is still scared of the Fulani Caliphate. The president is still scared of the Ooni of Sokoto. So why would the president tell the people why would Sokoto come and say that nnamdikanu should drop Biafra agitation and that the unity of Nigeria is sacrosanct? The unity of Nigeria is not sacrosanct, because these are the people who have milked the country into stupor. These are the people who have made Nigeria stagnant for years, and we've seen that the Fulani agenda is really driving towards the south. They are pushing a powerful agenda towards the south, and that is why every southern man needs to come and speak up. Every southern person needs to come out and fight against this agenda. The way Usman Dan Fodio conquered the whole entire Hausa, and now today you don't have an Hausa man who is prominent anymore. All we have are the Fulani governors. All we have are the Fulani emirs. All we have are the Fulani senators. That even the indigenous people of the land Hausa, they are saying they are tired of this. Is that what the Sultan of Sokoto is now coming to beg Igbos, coming out to beg nnamdikanu to drop Biafra agitation? Whosoever is in support of this, that person needs to have his head checked. 25 persons were killed in Benue State. Have Sultan come out to condemn the killing? If Sultan wants the unity of this country, these people killing white people, they are his kinsmen. They are Sultan of Sokoto kinsmen. So Sultan of Sokoto should call them to order. Sultan of Sokoto should call them to order. Because at this point, we cannot continue living with killers. We cannot continue to live with people who their mindset and their ideology is to Islamize the country, and there are people who are not even indigenous people of Nigeria. These are people who migrated in 1914 from the Fukalejiro Island down to Nigeria, and today they are spread across every nooks and corners of society. They have become so powerful. They have become too powerful in Nigeria. They have become too influential in Nigeria that nobody can dare call them to order. When nnamdikanu spoke, nnamdikanu is in detention. When Samunepa wanted to safeguard his people, now Samunepa is in detention, and yet Fulani herdsmen are roaming around, are walking around the streets, causing havoc, find people on a daily basis, and yet the Sultan of Sokoto is coming out to say that the unity of Nigeria is sacrosanct, and he gave a strict warning to President Tinubu not to divide, not to make sure that under his watch Nigeria is divided. And we have Igbo leaders, we have Yoruba senators, we have Yoruba leaders who have kept mute, who have kept quiet, because nobody can challenge Sultan. This is how bad and horrible we have found ourselves, that a particular tribe has now lorded over most of the other tribes in the country, just because of some person's greedy ambition. I don't blame the president. He's scared because he is hoping for 2027 general election. He does not want to offend the Fulanis. He does not want to offend the Fulanis. If you have a president from the south who cannot dare the Sultan of Sokoto and tell him that the Fulanis should stop killing, and that the Sultan should call his people into order, but rather we see people who have become too influential, going around every nook and cranny, causing havoc in the country, causing chaos in the country. One thing the president would forget to understand is that the Fulani would use you and dump you. President Tinubu, I am saying it with every conviction that the Fulanis will use you and dump you if you fail to do the needful now. If you fail to balkanize this country so that every region can go their own, let the Igbos go, then the Fulanis too can go, and then let the Hausa go. If the president fails to do it, I can beat my chest. I will say this with every conviction that the Hausa will use President Tinubu and dump him. The Igbos are smart. They have made up their mind that nothing on earth can stop them to remain in this contraption called one Nigeria. How has one Nigeria benefited me? How has one Nigeria helped my life? Go to the east. Every day what we get is killing. Every day what we get is people being butchered. Is people being fired on a daily basis. Is that the hope of the country? Is that the country we aspire to live in? the same country Ojukwu stood against and fought against. That is the reason why Ojukwu declared Biafra, because Ojukwu foresaw all this. Because Ojukwu knew that a day like this will come, and that is why Ojukwu, in his wisdom, said the Igbos cannot be part of this system. And today, what is happening? The Igbos are heavily marginalized. The Igbos are treated as second-class citizens in the country. The Igbos are not respected, and the Igbos do not have hope in the country. Is that the country you want me to call my country? Is that the country you want me to be associated with? A country whereby S-men can do and undo. A country where people, the police is afraid to arrest Fulani S-men. A country whereby DSS are scared to arrest Fulani S-men. Is that the country you want me to get myself associated with? Is that the country? A country whereby people feel they own the country. A country where the Sultan of Sokoto is now the commander-in-chief of the armed force. Because as it stands now, there is no president. It is whatever the Fulanis say, whatever the Fulani oligarchy says, that is what is being done. The question is, how long can we continue to be deceived? How long can we continue in this shenanigans? How long can we continue in this lies? How long can we continue in this propaganda? A country that is Sultan of Sokoto feels everything belongs to him. I can beat my chest that no matter what it takes, Biafra struggle, nobody can put an end to the Biafra struggle. Nobody can put an end to the Biafra struggle. Please, if it's your first time of watching, please kindly like our videos, please share, comment for more political statements. Good morning. The Fulanis are having it woto. They are having it woto. It is not news that the Fulanis have flew Benue heading to Enugu, and now Enugu youth have now come out, and hunters have come down to burn down all their camp base. And the governor of Enugu State, Peter is saying that they should not take laws into their hand. Peter is saying that Enugu youth should not take laws into their hand, that they should accommodate their brothers. Is Fulani brothers of Enugu?
God forbid, there can never be a brother to me, because no be the same mama born us, neither can it be the same papa. How can Fulani? How can you say Fulani? Don't you see the name? Fulani de Fulefu. How can you say that they are my brother? In what sense? Are they Ochukwemeka? Are they Obinna? Are they Ogbonna? Are they Snatchy? Listen and listen to my beloved brother. What they are collecting in that their chaos, in that the bush, in that tent that they used to dwell, is what they deserve. What the Enugu youth is given to them is what they deserve, because they have caused a lot of havoc. That is where they will go. By the time they go there and hide themselves there, early in the morning or overnight, you will see them coming out to begin to kill people, rape people, and begin to vandalize people's homes. Begin to give insecurity, begin to cause havoc to the people. They leave their own place, which is not. What are they doing in the east? Is east in their fatherland? But they east. But can't they do a border that can checkmate them from that Benue? Check their influx from Benue to Enugu, and what is Peter doing too? Yes, that is what we are saying. Not that we cannot check it, but the problem is we are having incarnate Fulani as a governor. Incarnate Fulani. okay, as a governor in Enugu State, who even appoints Usman Dafodio Grand Pekin as Usman Abubakar as his personal advisor, who now advise him to open border for their colleagues, Fulanis, to go occupy our bushes, our forests, and build their tent there, so that they can use it to vandalize homes, kill people, take people's farmland, take people's property, take land that does not belong to them. You can see what happened in Amuifu in Enugu State. What they did, the havoc that they caused the Enugu citizens in Amuifu local government village. You understand me? Now tell me, for how long will the Enugu youth to keep quiet? A total stranger call himself Fulani, come from somewhere, and you expect them to fold the hand. Igbo blood, Nwafo. Wait, excuse me. Do you ever hear say Igbo people leave Igbo land, go to north and begin to kill the northerners in their place? No. Then why is it that these northerners, so-called Fulanis, are leaving their place, their bases, coming to Igbo land to take our land by fire, by force? The other day, I heard that Sultan Of Sokoto said they must not divide because he had about 23 oil well in Niger Delta, as if he carried the oil from north down to Niger Delta.
But now that the governor of Enugu State, Tamba, has said the youth, ESN and hunters are taking laws into hand, that they must be dealt with.
They must be dealt with, he said, but he cannot deal with the Fulanis that have been taking laws into their hand. What prompted nnamdikanu to form ESN? Was it not as a result of the insecurity that the Fulanis are causing? They left their place down to east and start be killing people. The same thing that they are doing, they did in Ondo, that makes the later carry the route to form Amoteku. Was there anything like Amoteku before? It was as a result of this that they began to form different kind of group in order to checkmate the SS killings, despite the fact that in the southeast we have Fulani incarnates as governors who still give them upper hand to kill their own people.
Who still give them upper hand?
Yes. Then why is the Fulanis taking laws into their hand? Is it the Fulanis that have right to take law into their hand? Then we, the Biafrans, doesn't have right to take law into our hand. Enugu citizen, Enugu youth doesn't have rights to take law into their hand. But Fulani have right to come to Enugu and take law into their own hand, Abi? Is that what the governor is trying to say? So he's giving Fulani upper hand, free hand. You are free to take law into your hand. But Enugu citizen, indigenous, the youth doesn't have rights to take law into their hand by defending themselves.
But Pastor, who is Peter Mba?
Peter Mba is a governor of Enugu State who have been influenced and influenced with the Fulani spirit.
He has been influenced by Fulani spirit.
By Fulani spirit to kill his people, so that Fulani can successfully succeed in Fulanizing Enugu State.
But Pastor, what has the Fulani left behind in Enugu that they are looking for?
Exactly.
And that the governor cannot enact a law to stop that influence. It's the same governor that appointed, just as we said, the grandson of Usman Danfolo, and that has caused chaos in the state. And now, allowing them to say that the hunters and ESN and farmers should not fight Fulani X-Man. What does Peter Mba want?
I can't really tell because I am not Peter Mba. Let Peter Mba tell us, but in the angle I am seeing it, that is why I'm seeing myself as being right with what I have said. That is a Fulani incarnate person. Because the agenda of the Fulanis in the whole, not just southeast, in the whole of Nigeria, is to Islamize Nigeria and to Fulanize Nigeria.
Is to
Islamize Nigeria at the same time Fulanize Nigeria, just the same way they have Fulanized the north.
But
look at it in the north today. You can never find Hausa man being a governor. Do you see any Hausa man as a governor in the whole northern part of Nigeria? But they have silenced the Hausas. They have taken over Hausa. They have conquered Hausa and they have colonized Hausa. The same thing that they want to do in other places in Nigeria.
But Pastor, is the governor not aware of the killings happening in Benue?
I think he, Peter Mba, should be asked of that, and I believe he should answer this question, because you cannot be hearing if truly you have a good interest of your people at heart. You have your people, the well-being of your people in your heart. You see that so group or so person is doing so thing in that in so place. The same set of people are the people you open gate and say they should come inside. You understand me? So it shows that he doesn't have interest of the Enugu indigenes at heart. That means if they not regard and he doesn't want any good thing, and it's not there too to protect the Enugu indigene, the property of the Enugus, is not interested in protecting and securing them. What he was interested or is interested on is to make sure he support his masters whom he is serving as a slave to achieve their mission in Enugu State. And that mission is no other mission than to kill all the Enugu indigene and take over the Enugu State and convert it as an Enugu Fulani State.
But sir, you think the people will sit down their hands and watch all this dwindle down the line?
That is why you see what is happening today. That people are now like defending themselves, taking law into their hand. If Fulani can take law into their own hand and do what they do, we too need to take law into our hand to stop them.
But now that the governor said nobody should take laws into their hand, don't you think?
Yes, the governor has spoken well, but let that governor with his statement start it first from the group that started the killing.
I don't understand.
You don't understand. Let him, it whatsoever he want to bring on, let him bring it on first against the Fulanis.
Okay.
Because it was the Fulanis that started the killing. It was the Fulanis that started what was going on in the Enugu State before the Enugu youths rise up against it. So if anything is coming up, they want to bring on, let him bring it on and let it start first against the Fulanis. By the time he finished dealing with the Fulanis, before he now come to the Enugu youths.
But so don't you think the way things are going now, don't you think this thing would actually cause anarchy in the land? Like everybody is saying we no longer want Fulani in our land.
Of course, nobody, excuse me, my brother, the way they are doing, will you welcome them? Will you harbor them in your house? If you harbor them in your house, one day they will kill you and take over your property. Their own is just to acquire. They are not ready to buy. They are not ready to spend money. They just want everything free. And it's not possible, it's not going to work. You can't take my property by force. And for you to even buy my property, I must place my property for sale. And whereby I'm not ready to sell, you can't force me to sell.
Okay, Pastor, what is your advice for the Enugu youth and everyone?
My advice for Enugu youth is this: they should buckle up their hustle. They should increase the fire, and they should rise up in a mass to defend their fatherland.
Thank you so much for your time, sir.